This is going to be my first attempt to ever change a alternator. This is my mom's car. It's making a whining noise. I did clean off the terminals and it got a little more voltage, but it's when it's running, it's making a whining noise, and the alternator is only charging the battery at about 13.6. It should be 14.5 or something in that range. Earlier it wasn't, the battery was, it wasn't, before I cleaned up the terminals, it wasn't even, it was barely going above 12. So it tells me this is a bad alternator. Let me see if I can start it and see if I can show this today. This barely started and it was really hard to steer because this car has electric power steering. It's not hydraulic. And it was making a whining noise. Now here's the battery at rest, not being charged right now. So let me see if I can get this in a way that I can show you. That's for the most part a good battery. Let me show you when it's running. When it's running, you hear this whining noise. Normally I think it would be the power steering, but the power steering isn't belt driven. I think it's the alternator. My son's car did a similar thing on the Maxima when just before the alternator went. So they get a see if I can do this at the same time while holding this. $13.85. Earlier it was less than that. So it's improved a bit, but that's still bad. After taking the engine cover off, it appears that you loosen this bolt here, and then you can loosen this bolt, and this alternator will move back, and so you can get the belt off to get more slack. There's also another bolt down there for it, and then this whole thing will, and of course you got these wire connectors here, and then this whole thing comes off. You would take this bracket off here, but you need to mark approximately the location where it was so you get the tension proper on the belt. I did disconnect the battery. You don't want to do this when it's connected to the battery still. Gonna take off this plastic cover first. I got the wire connector and this off. This one was a little hard to get off, but whatever. Maybe I broke it. I don't know. Anyway, that comes off. Now you need to mark on the tensioner approximately where this is. So I'm going to take just a Sharpie. Let me see if I can get that in there. Stick a Sharpie and mark it. Kind of where it is. Okay, now take your 14 mil, you loosen it up. Oh, you get the idea. You loosen this up. So that you can move this. Now, also, there's this 10 mil bolt here for the charging post that goes to the battery. You take that off too. This one was on a little tight. Don't lose this. I'm gonna put it in my mag bowl. And then you can pull this out. Okay, and then there's a bracket down here that, see if I can show this to you. Right here. That's just something that holds the wire harness in place. You can just pull that out. That bracket you will have to take off and stick it on the new alternator. As you can see, I got the wire off of it. It is a little hard to get off, I will say that. And I just push this aside over here so that I can then get this to give me some, well, maybe I should just do it like this. Well, we'll see. Maybe I should just to keep it out of the way. Yeah, we'll just leave it. We'll leave it there. That's not where it goes, but oh, now because we got to take this bracket off. We're going to transfer this bracket to the new alternator. We need to. I think the next bolt is either loosen that one or the one down there. And let's loosen this one up some more. Actually, yeah, we need to loosen this one up just a little bit. Not taken out though. That'll allow it to move back and forth. That one should be at 12, I believe. Yeah. Let's see. At this point, it's probably good to draw a little diagram. This is the how the belt goes here. I noted alternator as ALT. The bottom one here is probably the compressor. So
you might want to make a little diagram like this in case the belt were to come loose or something, because you will make it loose, but we're just going to dangle it over here on the side so we can then just slip it back over. Next bolt we're going to take off. This is the one for the tensioning. We need to take this one out. It should be I think a 12, because this is the bracket that goes for it, and this is the bolt that secures it to the alternator that actually tensions it. But this we'll transfer that over when we take this bracket off onto the new alternator. But you got to take this off. So after that, this will be able to rock back and forth, so we can then remove the tension on the belt, and also be able to get to the last bolt, which is down here, which is a 14. So this should be that's a 12, I believe. Yeah, it's 12. We'll take this one out and stick this into our mag bowl. There isn't a bolt on the other side that's removable. It's welded to the bracket. Now, we can't move this yet. There is another bolt down under here. That's a 14 that holds the alternator on. I broke torque with my my new extendable ratchet. Down there, let me see if I can. You see there, that's where the other bolt is. I kind of referenced it from the new part to kind of sit it in there and to figure out which one it was. Eventually got the bolt out. This is that 14 mil. Now we should be able to rock the alternator back and forth to loosen it up, as evidenced from this. We need to loosen this up more so we can get the belt off. So I can just take the belt off, slip it to the side. You might want to use a bungee cord to hold it temporarily. See? Okay, I just pulled it over to the side. Okay. So now the alternator should be able to come out now. Rolling, yeah. You may have to do this several times. Roll it back, pitch it back and forth, but wiggle it around. And there we go. Yeah, you wiggle it around. See, you rotate it. Well, I'll get it. There we go. There. Now we got to take the brackets off and other hardware and put it on the new alternator. Old one here, new one here. They look alike. I've transferred the bracket and hardware off of from the old one to the new one. I can then now put this one in and then bolt down.
That was easier. Now, gotta sit it down. And get that one long bolt in. Oh. You don't need to see me fumble with it. Yeah. Fitting this into a couple holes. I had a little bit of an oopsie. The belt started to come off, so I grabbed it back down and put it on a bungee cord. So I recommend doing that. And also taking that picture, doing that diagram beforehand helps. So now just putting this bolt in, then I'm going to put the belt back on and bolt it all back up. I've slipped the belt back on after wheeling around the alternator. Remember, this bracket goes on the inside, not the outside, because that's where the bolt is on it. That's welded to it, and your screw or bolt, and then the nut. And then you put the 12 mil bolt here. We're just working on that bolt here right now to tighten it up. Button it up now. That long bolt down by my finger that goes through the alternator, that one's kind of tough. I found that I had to move this AC hose out of this connector just a little bit to give me a little bit more room for my extendable ratchet. And this is actually a 1/4 inch drive, but that was the only deep one that I have. It's and you can also, I also used my regular 3/8 drive on that. So and it gave me some more room to put it in. When I torque it down, I'll use the 3/8 inch drive. Finally got that long bolt in there. I have tightened up that bolt, and this bolt, I've tightened it up somewhat, but I will torque it down again. But right now I'm adjusting to make it where the marks I had here, to make sure this tension on the pulley is about what it was. If it squeals, it means I need to adjust it. Put on this bracket that holds the wiring harness, and hook up the connectors to the battery so it can charge it. I've got everything connected, battery's connected. The only bolt I got left is, this is a bolt for the alternator, but the new alternator came with one. So just going the last ones over. These are all connected. Tension on the belt seems to be good. Belt seems to be, you may not be able to see it because it did come off. Just checking it. It looks good. So gonna go give it a start. After retensioning the belt some, here it is now. No squealing. Let's go check the how much the alternator is charging the battery at now. To see how the alternator is doing, here's my multimeter. Positively to positively, the positive, negative to negative. It's about 14.4, which is what it's supposed to be if it's charging. It was like 13.2 before. So that means it's fixed. I gotta put the plastic cover on and call it a day.